Hey everybody, it's Sid here. Welcome back to another Animal Jam video. As somebody who's played Animal Jam for a while, I have collected a lot of useless facts about the game. Some of them are useful, some of them are useless. So today we are going to be doing a solid 10 minutes of useless Animal Jam information. Let's get started. Before diamonds were added to the game, Animal Jam had a feature called Monthly Member Gifts, where members would get an exclusive gift from AJHQ every month. The first monthly member gift were gloves. You could either get dragon gloves, mummy gloves, legendary gloves, or lava gloves. Now, these weren't as rare as some of the future monthly member gifts because at that time, membership had just been added and every single jammer got free membership. The next monthly member gifts were spikes, and they became more rare since not everyone had a membership. The lands in Animal Jam were added in the following order. In the beta, we just had Jamaa Township, Serpia Forest, Temple of Zyos, and Crystal Sands. Then, in September of 2010, Coral Canyons was added. Then in January of 2011, Mount Javier was added. Then in April of 2011, a Pawndale was added. The first three ocean lands were added in September of 2011, with being Bahari Bay, Crystal Reef, and Deep Blue. Coney Cove was added a month later in October. Then there was a break with new lands being released until the release of Kimbara Outback in 2013. And then there was a 5-year gap between the release of Kimbara and Belush in 2018. On the subject of Jamaa, it actually means relatives in the Swahili language. WildWorks used to be under a different name called Smart Bomb Interactive. In fact, the name of Smart Bomb Interactive overlapped with the very early days of Animal Jam. This is why you see the cocoa bean bags say SBI in them standing for Smart Bomb Interactive. Some other items in the game also have remnants of SBI. Furthermore, Animal Jam also used to be co-owned by National Geographic. You would see the logo at the bottom of the screen, and National Geographic magazines would often have advertisements of Animal Jam containing little activities and secret codes in the game. Animal Jam took pride in their affiliation of National Geographic with the release of a cool banner. It cost I think 25 gems, and it was basically the necklace of 10 items. Everyone had one. It was so dirt cheap it didn't go anywhere. However, after Animal Jam cut ties with National Geographic, the banner was discontinued from stores and is now actually really rare. I remember having 5 of these and then recycling them because I thought they would never go away. This is also the reason why Club Geos was discontinued from Animal Jam, as it was a reference to National Geographic. Furthermore, of Club Geos, upon its release, it was actually a members-only area. Some of the only members-only areas now are areas that are only accessed by flying animals, like the Cloud Party. Due to the discontinuation of Club Geos, games like Phantom Fighter and Spider Zapper, which had arcade areas there, do not have naturally occurring locations in Jamaa. Fast Foodies also does not, I believe. In the early planning days of Animal Jam, gorillas were originally going to be one of the animals in the game. However, this didn't work out, and we had the original 6 animals that we have instead: tigers, wolves, koalas, monkeys, pandas, and bunnies. I think I forgot which ones I said already. Oops. In 2016, Animal Jam introduced the Bright Idea Hat as a new clothing item. The whole concept of it was to have a light bulb in your head, shooting out rays of light as they had a bright idea. The rays of light, however, caused a lot of lag in some players' computers, and some YouTubers like Apari decided to take advantage of that by pranking other people with a horde of people with Bright Idea hats. As a result, Animal Jam removed the rays of light, which is why you can still see it on the item picture, but when I preview the item, there's not a ray of light in sight. The concept of a medical center in Animal Jam has a really rich history that goes back farther than originally thought by most Animal Jam members today. The Pillow Room was originally the medical center, however, it was changed to become, well, the Pillow Room. For a while, there was no medical center until the release of Kimbara Outback, where they released this building, which was simply known as the medical center. Some jammers, including Wisteria Moon, criticized it for being creepy, and some even compared it to an insane asylum. In fall of 2016, Animal Jam ended up changing it to Gabby's Animal Hospital, a more welcoming place, and introduced Gabby Wild, who educated jammers about animal rescues and ways to help animals. The necklace is seen as a very dirt cheap item in Jamaa, and rightfully so. It costs only 45 gems and is available to all jammers. It is said as the most common and cheap item in Jamaa. However, during leap year of 2012, Animal Jam released a rare edition of a necklace, and because it was only available during the leap year, it became super rare and still is to this day. I actually had one of these back in the day when a friend gave it to me because I wasn't able to go to the leap year party, and I don't have it anymore because I ended up trading it. Here's a quick history lesson about the top floor of the Chamber of Knowledge. When it was first introduced, it sold items like stone chairs and these floating table things. Now, they sell den portals and statues of the various alphas of Jamaa. During the eclipse of 2017, this room was probably the most popular because they ended up changing the window to show the eclipse. By this jammer up here, it is actually possible to climb up the Claws and Paws tree in Apondale. The Conservation Museum used to sell giant plushies of animals before switching to selling animal hats. A lot of these giant plushies can still be found at the diamond shop. However, some of them for the gem animals are kind of rare now. A lot of people know that you can enter the underwater lands from Crystal Sands and the docks. However, you can also enter them from this little pool in Tierney's Aquarium. It enters to County Cove. No. And speaking of Tierney's Aquarium, at one point in time, there actually used to be an open sea camera that was accessible from this wall, or tank, or whatever. Upon the release of the 2D Adventures in 2016, Animal Jam attempted to add a second adventure base camp, this time accessible from Serapia Forest. However, I guess they decided it would make more sense if it was just all in one adventure base camp, so that idea was scrapped. Map of Jamaa, a lot of the land names aren't actually what they're formally called. For example, Temple of Zyos is what it says on the map. However, once you exit, it says Lost Temple of Zyos. Same for Kimbara, which when you go, it actually says Kimbara Outback. A lot of people criticized Animal Jam a few years ago for adding a feature called Hatapalooza. Hatapalooza released a lot of hats that weren't in stores and had become rare. As a result, top hats are less rare than they used to be. In 2019, Animal Jam released a cursed teddy bear. A lot of people thought it was funny because of how creepy it is. Some people even thought it was inappropriate for the game. A lot of songs for different areas in Jamaa have different variations of a Jamaa Township theme. As an example, this is the Art Studios theme song. And here's the theme for Captain Melville's Juice Hunt. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.